Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. The UAB Blazers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Heading left after the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Looks right for a quick completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Important second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and goal, handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down and goal, upcoming. And he's got it again. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, UAB. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. I mean, that is a great job of the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Cornhuskers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Look, he's going to take a shot right away. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Lets it go quickly, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This one will be fair caught. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. The gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Blazers will bring their punt team on the field now. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. There's the handoff.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time here. Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
That's a fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions. I know he wants to get this ball into the end zone. After all, this is the national championship.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution, and championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on second down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaking free at the 35. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep his drive.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Blazers moving quickly down the field here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented, picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. And the Huskers bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll field the punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll run it here. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. Dropping back, it's Campbell. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. The shotgun running play call. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense getting set. It's second down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Short pass finds the tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Blazers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's caught. It's Thomas. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Finds an open target on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest, go out, and play dominant football.
He brings the 2-minute warning up to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw it again. And he finds the running back in the flat. Touchdown, UAB. This quarterback on fire today. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Scanning the field. It's Raiola. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Catch made, looking for the goal line. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Campbell. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He makes the grab. And they pick up the 1st out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the 2nd half. A minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Blazers will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff. Football comes out. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Back to throw. It's Raiola.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Huskers will line up to boot it away. But he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here comes a handoff. Boom. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Caught quickly. Finds room at the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Blazers pick up enough to get a first down there. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now here's the toss play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Campbell. QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackle made quickly at the 11 with the offense in the red zone now. And the Blazers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The Blazers will look to convert here on 4th down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, UAB. This offense really clicking. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense adding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. 2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Back to throw. It's Wyola. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Now it's second down here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Campbell. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And he fields it at the 15. And the returner will be brought down. This should be the last play of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hall. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Well, UAB has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Hall. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
They look to throw it here on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To the air, it's Wyola. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. Trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And here's the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Blazers. Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Running back has it on a screen now. The tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. Here's the second down play. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Big throw caught on the left side. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The Cornhuskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. And forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw again. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable.
The ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Campbell. Hit as he released it. Oh, and it's picked off, a crushing mistake. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got his man in the open field. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. Comes up with the catch. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And the Huskers looking to cash in the red zone. First down. They're going to throw the football. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. From the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that...